Well, here I am. This is me, Harkuf Hitep Duamutep. And I know a lot of people are like, who is this guy calling himself Magi and priest and posting all this stuff on Facebook? Who is this dude? Well, here is the guy with no teethus. I like to say that, I talk so much stuff that it knocked my teeth out. But the truth is actually part of my story. And one of the reasons I got into self-healing and Tai Chi and all that good stuff is because I came up kind of poisoned, and after being poisoned in my own household, my mother didn't know any better, poisoned by ammonia and bleach and laundry detergent. Back then it was powdered, so I grew up kind of toxic and sick. Had a couple of operations. Second operation stayed open. My appendix busted, stayed open 2 years until I went into boot camp in the Marine Corps, and it finally closed up after draining out all the poisons out my body. But then recently, actually, I just found out that my teeth are probably all messed up because while I was in school in the Marine Corps, they was dumping toxic chemicals in our drinking water, like benzene and all that. And they sent me this little survey saying if you was in Camp Lejeune such and such a time, we just like to know. This is a few years back. They never said that the water was poisoned and that this site is one of the what they call Superfund sites. So here I am. Dentist told me that maybe my teeth are breaking off because of the benzene and all the chemicals in the water. But who am I? Yes, I started my Magi training out here actually on Venice Beach. I'm not at the beach now, I'm at the marina. And that's where I was introduced to it back in the 80s. But in the 60s, I started martial arts training in 66 after Bruce Lee came out with the Green Hornet. And, started out with the gangs and stuff back then in the 70s. And I was a gang leader. And then after the Marine Corps, I just started traveling around and learning stuff. Start learning who I am. And I'm going to put a lot of this stuff behind this post, talking about who I am. But eventually I found out that I'm Washita. We the indigenous people of this planet, the oldest people on the planet. Where you got pyramids all over America, etc., etc. I know I'm kind of skipping around, but like I said, I'm going to post a lot of stuff behind this post. But basically who I am is three different parts here. One says Magi. Like I said, I was initiated into the Magi order here. Learned about religion and stuff from Dr. Malachi Z. York. He taught us about religion and all those good things in the ancient Egyptian order. And then you have, this thing now that I'm a cannabis cleric. That's actually a whole nother Egyptian temple that I became a priest in just last year. And I did that to kind of make myself, official, because I've just been allowed to start teaching the stuff that I've been learning for the last 50 years, And actually it didn't start in my teenage years. It started when I was young. My mother had books. And you'll see that from my great-grandfather down to my grandmother, down to my mother, who was supposed to pass to my sister, but her and my older brothers didn't want it, so I ended up with this stuff. She had books on Taoism and on magic and stuff, and I ended up with this stuff, and I ended up being the one to actually use it. And in the meantime, come to find out that we got a long history in this country. We're not slaves from Africa. We came with the land. So all this stuff, like I said, I'll explain. I'm not going to try and put it all on this tape because I'm kind of like freelancing right now. But I'll see you in a minute. And like I said, I'm going to post some stuff and tell you about my background and my family background. And while we into the Egyptian thing, where they got us looking to the east, but actually this is Egypt. This is ancient Kemet right here. You understand? The land was called Pangaea when it was all one mass, and we came with the land when it broke off. So we are not new. So I'm gonna get into all that, like I said, and you know, we're trying to put together this collective, and I hope y'all get with it. So head tap. Talk to you soon.